In this game, players are going to be competing as travelers, trying to visit different locations and have different experiences in order to complete the objectives for the game to win the most victory points. Players are going to be rolling 5 dice of 5 different colors and then using 3 of those to assign to their board to take various actions. One of the main actions players will be using their dice for is to move around on the different tiles out on the board, and each of these tiles are going to be broken up into different regions, and they can also have some different cities and other points of interest that players can visit as well. But the region you're in is very important because there's going to be a bunch of cards out on display as well of varying colors, with those colors matching the different regions that they're accessible in. So if you are in a particular region, performing an action might result in you having access to different cards than if you are in another region. Some of the cards you can gain are gear cards that you can add to your backpack. These can be used in various ways to make moving around easier or provide different opportunities to you when you visit a city. But then the other cards you can gain are the animal cards, and these are gained by spending the appropriate gear when you are in the appropriate region for that card. Like I said, the tiles can also have all sorts of different points of interest on them, and you'll want to visit the cities in order to trade your goods for victory points, but there's also other areas that you might want to visit as well, or certain things that you might want to do in the city in order to complete those objectives that I mentioned before. The objectives might require you to visit certain temples or cities, or to visit all of the different landscapes out on the board. But players don't want to take too long in completing those objectives because there is a time limit here, and there's going to be a storm moving through the different tiles behind the players, and you always want to stay in front of that storm, which means that you're always going to be moving forward. Player with the most victory points at the end of the game wins the game, and if you're interested in either of these, you can check them out. I'll have a link to the campaign in the description below.